Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope everyone is doing well and your families are well once again. You know, I post on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Um, so we're going with some did you know things. So what we're going to talk about today is things you can use from your own cupboard or refrigerator, things in your home that are good for your hair. We know that a lot of the beauty supplies stores are closed. And for the very few that are open, only 5 people can be in there at a time. So you're looking at maybe one area whatsoever often because it's probably like 3 or 4 workers in there. So you are going to be the number 5. So what we're going to do today is just talk about some home things we can use at home to take care of our hair, even some things you can tell your clients to do during this shutdown that we're in right now. So let's get to it. The first thing we're going to talk about is protein. Some things that you have in your house that's considered protein. The number one thing is eggs. But my go-to is good old-fashioned mayonnaise. This is just the Walmart brand mayonnaise. If you're into organic, you can get organic. But mayonnaise is nothing but oil and eggs, maybe some vinegar. All that good stuff is good for the hair. So this will be considered a protein, like a mask. I had a client one time to call me. She got in the pool. She have a relaxer, and she said her hair was matting and tangled. And the only thing I could tell her, this was 2 o'clock a.m. in the morning. So I had to think outside of the product line that we get for as professional products to help her through the night until she can get to a stylist that morning. So I told her to go get a jar of mayonnaise, and that stopped the breakage. We do know that the molecules are not formulated to really go under and penetrate the hair because the molecules are too big to go under the cuticle layer. So it was more topical, but it did work. And she was so grateful for that. So those are things you can tell your client, it'll get them to the next level. Get them through this phase until we're back in the salons and we can actually go with the professional products that are formulated to go under the cuticle layer and do what it needs to do under that layer. So that's one thing you can tell them for is protein. That oil is in there for replacing the fatty acids. So really, this is like a mask. It has the oil, which is a fatty acid, the eggs, which is a protein, vinegar, which kind of seals that cuticle down. Vinegar do a lot of different things. It depends on what type of mayo that you have. So that's something that you can tell your clients about as well as yourself, because I know I'm not going. I'm in Beaufort. I'm not going all the way to Havelock. Have to stand in a long line. It is what it is, and I'm not going to do it. And once again, I am still protecting myself and my family and everyone else around me. Okay, another thing, like you say, you want to tell them to shampoo their hair, apply the mayonnaise. They don't have to do a lot. If the hair is long, you use more product. If the hair is long, if the hair is thicker, you're going to use more product. But a plastic cap, if they don't have a dryer at home or if they have a hand dryer, they can sit there. I don't know. I am not sitting there taking a hand blow dryer to my head when I could be cleaning the house with my natural body heat, working with those products to do that. And it's just like a hot oil treatment, everything into one, because you have everything in there that you need for that. And so you have that shine. You'll be putting the strength back into it, the protein. But like I say, once again, this is not going into the cortex layer because the molecules are too big. It haven't been broken down for that, but it can get them to take care of it until they get back to the salons or back with you if you're the stylist. So Put that on there, plastic cap, a shower cap, do some housework, about 30, 40 minutes, even an hour not going to hurt it either. So if they're doing whatever, rinse it out real good. If the hair is fine, they may have to use, like a light shampoo after that, because it is nothing but oil and vinegar and eggs. Okay, so do let them know that. For people that I don't like all this oil, it is oily because mayonnaise has oil in it. So that is something that you could be working with, or as far as a mask, or if they're having issues with hair like that, especially if they have highlights and they ran out of product. These are things you can do it. Did you know? Did you know you can use these things at home to get you through whatever the situation is? Anybody with a chemical needs that type of protein to, especially maybe I would say weekly, they can do this. But just remember and remind them that it do have oil in it. They may have to do a light shampoo after it, but it should get them through to when they're able to get in the salon. The next product we're going to talk about is, once again, oil. This is just an MCT. This is something I put in my protein shakes, but it is nothing but coconut oil. Okay, if you need to do a hot oil treatment, coconut has moisturizing factors in it. So you can use this as a hot oil treatment. If they even wanted to mix a little bit more in with the mayonnaise, they can do that. But once again, this is a liquid form of coconut oil, because this is what I put into my smoothies to give me that natural fat that'll help you start burning fat, things like that. But definitely coconut oil for a good hot oil treatment. And once again, it is oil. So you will have to tell them to, now this I probably would, put a little heat to it. But because you want to get the cuticle heat can open and raise the cuticle some and get this fatty acids in there to replenish and moisturize that hair. For those that are natural, coconut oil is good, but it is a coating. Okay, it is a coating, but this is not the thick kind you get out the jar. This is oil and real light. So they're natural. A lot of people are back in the natural phase. Give them things that they can use to take care of their hair while they're at home, waiting for you to get back in the salon or for the salons to open, okay? Like I say, this is a did you know? So we're trying to look for things in the home that we can use to take care of our hair until we get back in the salon, okay? And this is something that I do all the time. I do take the oil and mix it in with my moisturizing conditioner. I'm well stocked, so I have stuff. I got 2 girls, so between us 3, we have things. But I do make my own mask with the products that I have, professional products. Once again, but we're on lockdown. We're still on lockdown. We're going to be on lockdown until they release us. So once again, this is one of my go-tos that I mix with my conditioner. Sometimes if you just want a hot oil treatment, you can do this. I do have grapeseed oil that you can do the same thing for. Organic olive oil, very good for that, okay? Mostly everybody have those things in the house. So those are things that you can let your clients know about. You can let your family members know about, your friends know about, to keep their hair healthy during this shutdown time for the salons. Okay, once again, this is coconut oil. Another factor that we can be using in our homes. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Honey. Honey has so many benefits for the hair, but it is sticky, okay? First of all, it's an antibacterial agent. It is a moisturizing agent. A lot of benefits in honey, okay? And I would use organic honey. This is just one brand that my daughter bought. I usually go to the farms and get it straight from the beehives. That honey usually have everything, all the municipals in it. I'm not saying this is not, I don't know anything about this one. This is one my daughter bought, and I don't see a, well, yes, it do. It has a USDA code right here. So it's pure organic honey. But like I say, I go to the beekeepers, where I get my fruit from or strawberries from, right in Newport, Garner's Farm. A lot of people have it. Some of the hardware store, Aces, they partner with a lot of the local farmers, and you can find raw honey there. Also, someone hit me to a honey that's online, but I'm not putting that in my hair because it is so good. Thank you, Abby. So, but this is one thing you can do. You can also take this honey, your coconut oil, and your mayonnaise and mix them all together. Once again, these can go all together and do what you need it to do, and that will be considered a mask as well. And once again, remember, this is sticky. It do have the benefits, so if you have some issues with your scalp, it is beneficial for that as well. Honey is good for a lot of things. And like I said, I have allergies, so my other honey is one that I take half a teaspoon every day because the bees pollinate every flower. So that's kind of a awesome thing there too, because it has everything that you could possibly be allergic to in it. So you're kind of building your resistance against those things for your allergies. Okay. Excuse me. So, but like I say, once again, honey, and remember, these are foods, edible foods. So it's going to be sticky. It's going to be oily, all of those good things. But once again, you mix them all together, make a paste, put it on your hair, put your plastic cap on. If you have a conditioning cap, is awesome, awesome, awesome. All they do is you put it over and it just produces heat. It's no blow, it's no airflow, it's just heat that's making your cuticle raise up. So those benefits that are in there, whatever can reach under those cuticles, that the molecules are not too big to go under and do. And once again, you get all that done, and those are the benefits of that. You will see your hair is pretty, beautiful, shiny, bouncy. But once again, this is food, so you may want to shampoo prior to prepare it to get, especially if you got a lot of hairsprays, you've been out in the elements, you have oils on your hair, you're using serums, which has got silicone in it. If you're using cheap products, that has a lot of mineral oil in it. The mineral oil is one of the worst things you can put on your hair. I'm always reading my product labels. I'm just a label reader now. But that mineral oil goes on your hair, wraps around that hair strand, and it seals like a shield. So therefore, nothing you're using is getting in. It has shielded it. That's what mineral oil do. It puts a coating on it. Nothing can get in. And if you don't clarify your hair or use a swimmer shampoo, a clarifying shampoo, you need to get that oil off of there. So I will probably use that if I'm at home using stuff that I normally can't buy. That's going to just get me by over-the-counter things. You get what you pay for. It is what it is. You get what you pay for. If you're paying $2, $3 for some conditioner, guess what? If you didn't read that label, you don't know what you got in it, okay? And once again, shampoo before. I would kind of be clarifying it. Put your homemade remedy on your hair. Let it sit for whatever, 30 minutes or whatever, an hour. You do housework, do chores, do schoolwork or whatever. Take another shampoo, rinse it real good, do another shampoo. Voila, style, okay? For those of you, you don't have to shampoo every day, but you're building up oil in your hair. I know what's popular is dry shampoos. Dry shampoos are very drying. It is dry shampoo. You're removing the oil. So therefore it has alcohols in it, types of powders in it and things like this. But everybody has powder at home, some form. Baby powder. If you don't have baby powder, some of us have powders that smell good for in our perfume lines and things like that. But you just sprinkle a little bit in your hair and move it around, and it has the same effect as dry shampoo. And that'll get you to where you need to be to the next level. If you're shampooing like maybe every 3 days, and you don't want to shampoo every day, just add a little powder in between days. Okay. You don't want to do a lot. You really just using a dusting. Okay. Not pouring it in there. So make sure most of them have the little lids on it. I probably would. You can barely see that. I don't know if you can really see that. I'm going to pull back, but it's maybe one hole or two very open. So you're only going to get a mist, just a little bit, and just kind of hold it up high and just let it fall in the hair. But that'll get you in between those days if you're out of dry shampoo, okay? Like I said, once again, if you're paying $2-3 for something, you get what you pay for. Now, I'm not saying things can't be on sale, but those that have used professional products know about professional products. We know the difference in professional versus over-the-counter. It is what it is. You buy what you can afford at the time. But like I say, our professional stores are closed. We cannot provide those products for our clients. Some of us can. But once again, we're not supposed to be in the salons, But if you can run over there and get the products for your client, hey, kudos to you. Awesome, awesome. You're still able to have income flowing in, okay? And still provide your clients with professional products for their hair. But once again, this is a Did You Know series that you can use stuff in your home to get you through to the next level until you can get back to getting your professional products, until you can get back to getting in the salon, okay? And like we said, a lot of times if people have dry, itchy scalp, things like that, another thing you can do as an astringent, we have professional astringents as well. Lemon juice, vinegar, Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Like I say, once again, I like to get organic stuff, but my girls do some things, so I don't even remember what they got this for, probably to cook with, so that, something they are doing. But lemon juice is an astringent, okay? You can put this in a little bottle, a spray bottle, just a small mist, something that has a little nozzle where you can just kind of part it through, put it on your scalp, rub it in. If you have any type of dry scalp, dandruff, eczema, anything that's drying the scalp, lemon juice, lime juice, anything acidic acts as a astringent. Like I say, apple cider vinegar, Bragg's, one organic that has the mother in it. Bragg's, it's more than Bragg's out there, but Bragg's was the founder of organic apple cider vinegar, but a lot of people are jumping on that. But mother vinegar, apple cider vinegar would have cloudiness in it and that settlement in the bottom, and that means that's the mother. They call that the mother. Very, very good benefits in that. Like I say, once again, it's got some good municipals in it, and it's organic, shutting that cuticle back down, sealing it down, trying to hold in everything you used over here. You can use this in it as a rinse. Put it with more, if you got a bottle, that much vinegar, the rest water, because you're just using it as a rinse just to help seal the cuticle back down. Cold water seals the cuticle back down, but vinegar, lemon juice shuts it down. I mean, shuts that cuticle down for you, okay? So that's one thing that we can definitely use. If you don't want to spray it in, you can take Q-tips and just part your hair habit. A lot of people wear locks. Everybody's locking their hair now, braids, things like that. So if you have those type of clients and you want to educate them on that, these blinds giving me a little line on my face. So I like the sunshine. That's the first thing I do, open up my blinds in the morning. But once again, um, teach them how to do that. Cotton balls, um, pads that you would put it on. The best thing, if they have locks or braids, I probably would do the Q-tips. And just, get you a little cup. You don't want to be dipping, cross-contaminating. Everything you use is going to go in a different container that you're going to mix it in, or the container that you're going to use. Remember, you are learning how to do these things like we teach you in school. Take from the original bottle into the container that you're going to use. That way you're not cross-contaminating. We're not dipping nothing. If you dip something into this, you might as well throw that away, because everything that came from your head is going to contaminate this and fester in here and grow in here. And once again, you don't know what it's going to produce. So I always use the proper protocol from our state board regulations on how to take things out of the original container and put it in the container that you're going to use. And if you run out, you just pour more in, okay? And that's what everything you're using. Like I say, once again, we're just doing, did you know, things that we can do at home to keep our hair healthy. If you come up with some good ideas, please post them in the lab. So your other fellow students, your instructors, some things, hey, we learn from each other. So we're never too far in the game that we don't learn, because it's something new in this field every single minute, probably. So, but this is just, back to things that we can use before professional type of molecules came into play. One thing you can do while you in here, research what Cleopatra used on her hair, on her skin. Nefertiti, those are like BC, before Christ, after Christ, and things like that different tribes used for their hair, had beautiful hair. So there's a lot of things, milk, things like that you can use in your hair. Milk is very moisturizing. Once again, I'm just calling out things now that you can use. Let's think of some other things we can possibly use to stimulate. What are some things you think you can use that's in your spice cabinet that you can use to promote stimulation? So I'm going to leave that one to you to explore. I know I've used, and yes, it do work, okay? But there are things that's in your cupboard, in your spice rack, a lot of things that have good medicinal values in it for your hair and your skin. Baking soda, okay? Baking soda can be used for your scalp. A lot of times I use it in my skincare as a exfoliant, because it's fine. Salt, sugar, you can make your own salt scrubs, your sugar scrubs, but salt is the closest to your natural skin and hair pH level. Sugar, to me, is just too sticky, but it has very good municipals as well. If your lips are chapped, you definitely can. I don't want to put salt on my lips, so I will do my sugar scrub for my lips. But that's a lot of things you can research. The only thing, like I say, it has not been formulated with the smaller molecules, micro, nano molecules, to really go under that cuticle, travel where it needs to travel inside that hair appendages. We know there are different levels of the hair. So we're trying to get it as close to those levels under that cuticle as we need to give us the value of that product. But it still gets you through, and it still works, because they've been using it way before we were born. Okay, so excuse me. But like I say, once again, just wanted to shoot you out some things. Did you know you can use these products, and whatever you come up with, post it in the lab, like I said, so we all can enjoy trying these things while we're at home on lockdown, okay? And once again, um, I pray you are staying safe, keeping your family safe, keeping those babies safe. We know we got some beautiful little nuggets that have been born, keeping those mamas that had those babies safe, okay? You shouldn't be out and about unless you have to. But like I say, share your nuggets, your little golden nuggets with your family, your friends, help them get through. Because one thing I don't ever want to do, we know our hair is our glory. And now men are really particular about their hair. So you can share this with your husbands, your significant others, your uncles, your cousins, your brothers, things like that, to help their hair stay vibrant and lively looking, shiny and clean, things like that. So I want to see what recipes y'all come up with and post them in the lab so everybody can take part of that and glean from those nuggets that you're posting, okay? Because I know a lot of you are doing a lot of organic things. You're eating healthy. So I want to know what you would do, products you will put together out of your kitchen, out of your cupboard, out of your spice cabinet, that will be beneficial for the hair, skin, and nails, okay? A lot of this is so beneficial for the hair, skin, and nails. And like I say, do that research on women of the past. You know, like I said, go BC. It will blow your mind. I was so um, just overjoyed, overwhelmed about what they used for their skin, for their hair, for their nails, makeup. Okay. Makeup is a lot of things in your house that you can use for makeup, even hair color, tinting the hair, things like that. It's just so fascinating to learn about your field, the history of your field, you know. And a lot of things will be coming in the future, but the history is so powerful of our field of cosmetology, aesthetics, massage therapy, all of those, the barberings, what they use to cut hair will just fascinate you. Things that you know they did before all these tools, all these products were made, okay? So once again, post your comments where everyone can see them. Try some of these things, come up with your own things, and you know, do a video of what you're doing, and be awesome for us all to watch it. I would love to see what you done, see what you came up with, and do your befores and do your after pictures so we can see how beautiful and how shiny your hair, your skin. I'm barefaced it, so I just did my cleansing this morning. So right now you just see me looking greasy because I used a heavier a heavier moisturizing cream. I do that when I'm at home, not when I'm going out because it's too heavy. My skin is already oily. But once again, if I wanted to go out and wanted to get some of this oil off my face, even though we have powder now in our makeup, but good old this milk of magnesia dries all of this up, things like that. So just so excited to see and hear and read your response. So get in there, make up those hair masks for protein, or if you just need moisturizing, put down there what you use to moisturize it. If you need an astringent, tell us what you used on your skin, all that good stuff. Just post and let us know what you were using, what you did. Once again, missing you all. We can't wait to see you all. Study, because you will be testing when you get back. Make sure your workbooks are done, all that good stuff. Stay and devote that time just like you were in school, just like you having to do for your kids if you have kids. devote that time as well while the kids are studying. You study, okay? And we look forward to seeing you. We miss you all. We're still praying for everyone. Hope you're doing the same. And we love you guys. Smooches.